Red Dragon is set for a 4K release this October. It looks like we're getting the Alfred Hitchcock 4K Collection Volume 3 this fall. 4K and Blu-ray images of Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and The Meg 2 have been revealed. Vinegar Syndrome unveils their August slate, including some murderous prophylactics in 4K. Kiss the Girls gets a quiet 4K announcement from Paramount. Disney Pixar's Elemental gets a 4K and Blu-ray release date. And it looks like the boutique labels are set to rule the fall as TerraVision, Viavision, and Umbrella unveil their October-September slate. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 172. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, and we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And man, do we have a show here for you today. There is so many things and announcements that I had to compile before this episode. There's just a lot of stuff coming in the fall months, guys. For the boutique labels in particular, like they just let it all loose this past week. But before we get into it, guys, we're going to run down. We got some rumors to talk about. We got news and announcements. What is new this week? We've got a ton of deals to talk about. Before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, most importantly, because, you know, we cover physical media here on this channel every single day. 4Ks, Blu-rays, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me. And I think it's important, if you like that kind of thing, if you like the art of preserving the thing that you love, film, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. You will enjoy this channel. So let's go ahead and jump right into the rumors. And this first one that we're going to talk about, I am just ecstatic for. Like, I am so excited for. I do not own this movie on any form of physical media. I watched it, I believe, on Tubi like a year and a half ago. This is a Brian De Palma film. I just fell in love with it. But Body Double is supposed to be getting a 4K release sometime this year. And I have to imagine that this is going to be a Sony 4K release because Columbia put this movie out back in the 80s. And of course, that is owned by Sony. So you have to ask yourself, and this was also shared by Dawn the Disc. This is the main spot that I saw this. But you have to ask yourself, is this going to be in the Columbia Classics Volume 4? And are we going to be getting that? Because usually by now we would have already gotten rumblings of the Columbia Classics Volume 4. Is that coming this fall? Is it not? I feel like last year around this time is when we got Volume 3, that announcement. So I don't know if that's going to be coming this year. Maybe Volume 3 wasn't as successful for them. I hope they continue to do that line, though. So I wonder if Body Double is going to be in the Columbia Classics Volume 4, or if we're going to maybe get a nice 4K steelbook or just a nice 4K with the slipcover, because Sony likes to put out 4K steelbooks and not do slipcovers or do slipcovers later. Either way, I'm good. I'll be buying that Columbia Classics Volume 4, and if Body Double gets a steelbook, it gets a 4K, I'm gonna be buying all of it because I love this movie so much. It's such an intoxicating, engaging experience. I just had such a great time watching this film, and I think it's gonna look amazing on 4K as well. So yeah, Body Double on 4K, no release date. It's just a rumor at this point, but very heavy indication. I saw it from multiple sources that we're going to be getting this sometime this year. We also have the Alfred Hitchcock Volume 3 4K collection. I'm seeing all kinds of images of this being shared online on Instagram. This is supposed to be coming out from Universal on October the 31st. No official release date, but when you look on Blu-ray.com, you can see that this is coming out, and it has these movies in it, but there's no image on there. I'm getting the image from the Blu-ray.com forums and on Instagram, people sharing it around. So the movies that are supposed to be in this set are Rope, Topaz, Frenzy, Torn Curtain, and The Man Who Knew Too Much. So these are all what I believe are Universal owned Hitchcock films. I don't think that there's any Warner Bros. That's why they don't do North by Northwest, guys, for everybody that's wondering. That's a huge, massive, like honestly, Warner Bros. Needs to put that on 4K. I have no idea why they haven't yet. That's a huge, massive Hitchcock movie that's not included in any of these box sets. And a lot of people always ask, why don't they do North by Northwest? It's a Warner Brothers movie. It doesn't fit into the Universal catalog, and that's who's doing these box sets. But this looks like a great box set. Another 5 movies in this set, like Volume 2. Volume 1 was only 4. Again, it was 4 big hitters, but it was only 4 films, and the second box set had 5. This honestly looks like a better collection of Hitchcock movies, though, than the second volume. I like the second volume. I liked all the movies in it. But I know a lot of people love Rope. I know there's a lot of fans of The Man Who Knew Too Much. So it feels like there's more heavy hitters in this box set. And I've honestly never seen any of these movies, so they will all be first-time watches. I will absolutely pick up this set because I have the first 2 volumes and I love Hitchcock movies, so I will grab this one at some point for sure. So let's go ahead and jump into the actual news and announcements, guys. We have got some exciting stuff coming, a lot of stuff coming, so let me try to let me pace myself and read this as quickly as I possibly can. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is supposed to be coming out from Paramount on 4K, Blu-ray, and getting a 4K Steelbook as well. So I saw this movie last week, and the more I think about it, the more I love this movie. I actually want to go back to the theaters and watch it again. It just makes me feel like a little kid again. But I love this movie, so I will absolutely be picking up probably the 4K Steelbook. You can pre-order all of these, and all the images are shown of these editions on Amazon right now. So as with most Paramount Steelbooks, you can get those on Amazon now. They do not make those exclusive in stores or in Best Buy. Like, you can get a lot of the Paramount Steelbooks on Amazon. So all of these are available for pre-order right now, the 4K. I like the covers for all these. There's no official release date yet. The movie's still in its theatrical run, and I believe it's doing pretty well right now. So I imagine we'll get an official release date at some point in the next month or so, but they are available to pre-order right now on Amazon. You have all the images available, 4K, Blu-ray, and 4K Steelbook. So that's definitely cool. We also had the Meg 2, The Trench, coming out from Warner Brothers. We're getting a 4K, we're getting a Blu-ray, we're getting a 4K Best Buy Steelbook, and we're also getting a Blu-ray Walmart Steelbook as well. So Walmart and Best Buy are doing Steelbooks of the Meg. They honestly, look, I haven't heard the best things about the movie. This is another movie that just came out this weekend. Haven't heard the best things about the movie, but both of these Steelbooks look awesome. They are both awesome. I love these, like the side image of the shark's mouth. I think that looks great. But I love the big like forward image as well. So both these Steelbooks look great. It's just a matter of, do you want it on 4K or do you want it on Blu-ray? Most people, I would think, would want it on 4K. But a lot of people probably wouldn't want it at all, because I did not hear the best things about this actual movie. But the Meg 2, The Trench, doesn't have an actual release date yet. Again, this is another one that's coming soon. But all these releases that I just talked about are currently up on Blu-ray.com, and only the 4K Steelbook from Best Buy is available to pre-order. The 4K and the Blu-ray and the Walmart Steelbook is not available to pre-order as of right now. Let's go ahead and jump into Red Dragon, coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on October the 24th. So I am very excited for this release. I remember seeing this movie in the theater and I really loved it, but for whatever reason, I never rewatched it. I think I bought it on DVD as well. I think I used to have it on DVD. I didn't rewatch it for some reason. Maybe I did once, but this is a movie with Edward Norton, who at this time was like at the height of his popularity. Like Fight Club had just come out. So Edward Norton was like all over the place. I think The Italian Job came out around the same time. But I remember really liking this movie a lot and thinking it was a great prequel to Silence of the Lambs. Now, I did not like Hannibal that much at all, so this one was like a breath of fresh air in the Silence of the Lambs Hannibal franchise, if you want to call it that. Now, I know this is a kind of a remake of Manhunter, Michael Mann's Manhunter. I've never seen that one. I do want to go back and watch that one at some point. But yeah, Red Dragon on 4K. I'm excited for this one coming out from Kino Lorber. They always do great work. October the 24th. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. We also have Talk to Me, guys. This is a movie that I am chomping at the bit to watch. I've heard such incredible things about this movie. More than likely, I'm going to have to wait till the actual physical media release, but I'm not going to have to wait too long because it's coming out on October the 17th from A24 and Lionsgate. And this thing is going to get the treatment from Lionsgate. It's going to get two 4Ks. One's a regular 4K, one's an Amazon exclusive 4K. So you have two different covers for this movie, and then you're also getting a Blu-ray release as well. And I've even seen some people show off an overseas, I'm not exactly sure who's putting that out, an overseas 4K Steelbook release as well. Maybe it's Studio Canal that is doing that release, but I cannot wait to watch this movie. I'm going to try to go see it in the theaters because I'm just hearing some incredible things about it. Let's go ahead and jump into the Vinegar Syndrome August announcements, guys. So these came out last, I believe, Tuesday on August the 1st at noon. I was all ready to do a video for these because at the beginning of the year I said I want to start covering Vinegar Syndrome more. I'm going to start doing standalone videos covering their announcements. Of course, this was at the height of all their incredible announcements of 2022, Roadhouse, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Amityville Horror. Like, they were just announcing some bangers, Sidekicks. So I was like, all right, Vinegar Syndrome's on a roll. They're getting exciting. And when they announced this lineup, I was just like, I'm good. I don't need to make a video. I'll just talk about this on the Physical Media Report. We have got Killer Condom coming out on 4K, guys. Apparently this is a trauma film. I've never heard of it. A lot of people were excited for it though. And this again, this feels in line with the traditional Vinegar Syndrome release. But I don't know, guys. The more I think about it in Vinegar Syndrome, I am just disappointed thus far in 2023 with Vinegar Syndrome and what they've been doing. They've done some good stuff, don't get me wrong, and all their work is great. Like their 4K transfers, like Freeway 2, like looked incredible. Freeway, Roadhouse, like all their stuff just looks fantastic. From Beyond, and even Primal Rage, which I actually really like. But I don't know, it just feels like they had such a trajectory in 2022 going into 2023, and they were starting to announce some legitimate titles, and I'm fine with them putting out the trash stuff, you know, for the loyal fan base of Vinegar Syndrome. I know I'm not the primary demographic for Vinegar Syndrome. I'm not the one that they're necessarily catering towards. I'm just kind of an outsider that started to get into it because they actually started to put out good movies, quote unquote good movies. But I'm just really disappointed in these like past couple of lineups. I feel like last month's lineup was at least, it felt more legitimate. There was that big, you know, monster movie, Gorgo, like a Godzilla ripoff from the UK. There was a couple of cool looking slashers, but this month we got Killer Condom on 4K. Do we need Killer Condom on 4K? I'm sure some of you all are like, hell yeah, we need Killer Condom on 4K, Ken. I don't know if we do. We also got the Cardona Collection Volume 2 coming out. 4 films from director Rene Cardona Jr. So yeah, 4 films in a box. I think this thing's like $35, so that's not too bad of a deal. Amazon Jail 1 and 2. Okay, cool. And then we got Guest House Paradiso, which actually feels like the most legitimate title on this list. It's a 1999 movie with Simon Pegg in it. So this is like a British like horror comedy, I think. And this is a part of the Vinegar Syndrome Labs line, which is another line that I'm a little bit disappointed in, because when they started this at the beginning of the year, I was under the impression these are going to be more like lost classics from like the 40s and 50s and maybe even the 30s, maybe even the 20s. They go back and get some of those. So I was under the impression this is going to be like the lost like classics line, like pre-1950s or 1960s. Maybe that was wrong of me to assume that, but then they did that Cat Creeps, and you know, I can't remember the other title, the Flesh and Fantasy. I think that was like from the 30s and 40s. So I thought that was going to be more like a classic horror line. And this movie is from 1999, so I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with this VSL line. So I don't know, guys. I hope that Vinegar Syndrome ramps it up in September, October, November. Those are their 3 big months, and finish out the year strong. But I don't know. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. I feel like they were going pretty good. February was a little weak. March was pretty good. It had Freeway 2 and Primal Rage. April was a little weak, and then May you got Showgirls and some cool stuff with Blade in the Dark. But the last couple months, I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling Vinegar Syndrome. They were on such a trajectory, and it just feels like they've been you know, letting people down. I don't know. It just feels like, and it's not just me. I'm hearing it from other people as well. People that have gotten into Vinegar Syndrome more recently are feeling a little bit let down by the label as well. So let me know where you stand on that in the comments section below. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I'm sure there's people out there that's like, these are the titles we want. We're the traditional, loyal Vinegar Syndrome fans since the beginning, and we want Killer Condom at 4K. Again, you're crazy and you're stupid, and just don't buy it if you don't want it, but we want it. I'm sure there's people out there like that. Let's go ahead and get into Terror Vision announcements for September. So Terror Vision is a label that used to be a partner label of Vinegar Syndrome, and they kind of broke off from Vinegar Syndrome, and they're kind of doing their own thing, and they're doing some really cool stuff, and they're kind of modeling their website like Vinegar Syndrome, and they're doing subscriptions and stuff like that. So they announced a bunch of titles last Monday night. What they actually did was really cool. They did a live stream where the head guy, Terror Vision, Brad Henderson, announced like 30 titles. They announced a lot of the stuff that they're going to be doing this fall. They announced like 5 titles, one of which was a 4K that's available now to pre-order for September. So those are the ones that I'm going to cover here. But if you want to check out everything they announced, go check out that live stream on their YouTube channel. I will try to remember to link that down below. But they announced Malum on 4K, which is a new film from 2023. And keep in mind, none of these are like heavy hitters. This is a very new label that's just getting started out. They're kind of modeling themselves after Vinegar Syndrome. So they're putting out a lot of these obscure 80s, 90s. A lot of this stuff is SOV, shot on video films from that time period. So these are not like horror classic masterpiece. A lot of these movies are not well-known classics that you will know, but it's cool work nonetheless, and they're doing the cool slipcovers. So it's an interesting label to keep an eye on for sure. Malum on 4K, new 2023 horror movie. So that was pretty cool. Cool cover art on that one as well. They also announced Shrek, which is not the DreamWorks Shrek, but this is a 1990 horror film that they're putting out. We got Chocolate, Strawberry, and Vanilla, which I think is like a horror film about an ice cream man or something. I was kind of reading up on the synopsis of it. They also announced Killer and Escape from Hellhole. All were TerrorVision announcements. So some cool stuff coming out of TerrorVision. Definitely a label to keep an eye on. Go check out their website. Go check out that live stream from the other night because they're doing some cool stuff over there. And again, if you're into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and you like those kind of movies, you might be into TerrorVision too. We also got some Umbrella October announcements. And like I said in the opening, guys, the boutique labels are just absolutely murdering this fall. They're doing some really cool stuff. We got Possession coming out on 4K, which is a horror film starring Sam Neill. This is getting a regular and big box version, a new commentary and essay, even though they've done a Blu-ray of this in the past, which I just got. So I don't know if I'm going to be grabbing this 4K or not because I just got the Blu-ray. But even though they're doing the 4K, re-release, they're still adding in new special features. So take note of that, Scream Factory and Arrow Video, who doesn't want to add anything new, even when they upgrade to their releases. But that looks like a cool release. You got a regular edition and a big box version. We also got the Dune collection with Dune 2000 and Children of Dune 2002. And I kind of forget that there was a Dune adaptation in 2000. I think it was maybe a mini series on TV. I'm not exactly sure, but I've never seen it. I've only seen the Lynch one and the new one. But there was another Dune in 2000, and there was a Children of Dune, which is the sequel to that one that came out in 2002. So I'm not too familiar with either one of these movies, but it's cool that these are getting a nice physical media edition. You're going to be getting a regular version of this. This is a 2-movie pack, and a big box version with what looks to be like a Lego brick set of the Sandworm, which looks freaking awesome. We also got Godless, the Eastfield Exorcism is getting a release, and this is exclusive to the Umbrella web store. I don't know if you're going to be able to get this from the Diabolics in Orbit. If you live in the States, you might have to get this from the Umbrella website. There's also Shine as the other movie that they're releasing, which I'm not familiar with. Then we got Viavision, Australia, guys, killing it, because Umbrella is Australia as well. Viavision on October the 18th is releasing 3 really cool looking editions, starting with the Stephen King box set. We got Needful Things in this box set. The box set looks incredible, by the way. Needful Things, which just got a 4K from Kino Lorber, so I would have liked another Stephen King movie to be in there. But 1408, Riding the Bullet, Secret Window, The Mist, and Bag of Bones are all included in this box set, and it looks like an incredible looking box set, so definitely something to look out for. I'm sure that's up for pre-order on Grindhouse, Diabolic, and all the places right now. We also got the Grindhouse set, which includes the Quentin Tarantino movie and Robert Rodriguez movie, Planet Terror and Death Proof, that were both shown in the theater together, but for some reason, ever since these came out to physical media on DVD and Blu-ray, they've been put out separately. So we have never gotten a physical media release of the Grindhouse movies together like they were shown in the theater before, with the trailers in the middle. So really cool that, Viavision is doing this. So we're getting this Grindhouse set, Blu-ray, but just cool that you're getting this for the first time together. You can watch this on Blu-ray all together like it was originally shown in the theater. I remember watching this movie in the theaters, and it was like a 4-hour movie that me and my wife sat through. She was not happy with me by the time the movie was over with, by the way, but it was such a cool experience, and ever since they've sold them separately and just treated them like separate movies. But when they released, it was like one big movie. So that's definitely cool. We also got the Drag Me to Hell Blu-ray set, which we've already gotten this, from Scream Factory and other editions of it. So nothing too special about this set. I would have definitely liked to have seen some new special features for sure. We also have Memento coming out from 101 Films on September the 25th. This is a big steelbook box set, incredible looking box set. So this is a Christopher Nolan movie, and you got a lot of new features. I think like 7 new features, a new commentary, including interviews with Nolan and Carrie-Anne Moss. So like, that's the thing, guys, with these boutique labels, they can get these interviews with these like big names as a part of their release, but the studios can't manage to do it. It's just so crazy to me how that happens. But yeah, 101 Films, keep an eye on this release. This is an incredible looking release if you're a Memento fan. We also got Kiss the Girls coming out on 4K from Paramount on September the 12th. This was just kind of quietly announced, and I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about this, but this is definitely a really cool release that I'm looking out for. There's no slipcover being shown though on Blu-ray.com, which kind of makes me think, Paramount, are you going the way of Warner Brothers and releasing stuff without a slipcover? Because that would suck quite a bit. So hopefully that's not the final image. Hopefully we do get a slipcover for Kiss the Girls. I know it's just a piece of cardboard, but I do care about that kind of stuff. We also got Elemental coming out from Disney, which is the new Pixar movie. This is getting a Blu-ray, a 4K, a Disney Movie Club exclusive 4K, by the way. So not a standard 4K. Standard 4K will not be available for this movie. You can only get it with a Disney Movie Club, which is very stupid. And yeah, I don't like Disney, but I talk about the releases because it's my job and I like to let you guys know about what's coming out. But I don't understand. They've done this before with, I think, Strange World. I think that was a 4K exclusive for the Disney Movie Club. So I don't get Disney sometimes, guys. Why wouldn't you make that accessible to, do you like missing out on money? I just don't get it. It's so stupid to me. Like maybe make an alternate like slipcover for the Disney Movie Club, but why would you make a whole format exclusive to the Disney Movie Club? Just doesn't make any sense to me. You can still get this on 4K though. There's a Best Buy 4K Steelbook if you want that option. There's also a Walmart 4K exclusive as well. So yeah, there's still 4K options to get other than the Disney Movie Club, but if you just want the standard version, you got to go with Disney Movie Club. I like the artwork on all these though. I haven't seen this movie, so I will be watching this one with my kids at some point though. We got The Boogeyman coming out on Blu-ray, guys, from 20th Century Studios on October the 10th. And since it's 20th Century Studios and Disney, there's no slipcover on this one either. Past Lives is coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate and A24 on September the 19th. We also got Air coming out on Blu-ray, which is a movie that I did really enjoy. Watched that earlier this year. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Great movie coming out from Warner Brothers on September the 12th. We also got Cobweb coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate on September the 12th as well. This is a movie that I have heard some significant buzz for, so I am excited to check that one out. We also got the new Wes Anderson movie, Asteroid City, coming out from Universal on August the 15th. So I haven't seen this one, and this has an incredible cast, so I am excited to check it out at some point. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is officially coming to Blu-ray and 4K on September the 5th, and it's also going to have a Best Buy 4K Steelbook and a Walmart Blu-ray Steelbook as well. So very excited to get this one physically. I did enjoy that one quite a bit in the theaters. All the pre-orders for everything that's available that I talked about in today's video will be available down below in the description. So definitely use those links. If you use them, you'll be supporting the channel and I would appreciate it. But Sony is reprinting 3 of their Steelbooks on September the 26th. So Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on 4K as one of those. It's a really nice looking Steelbook that I always wanted. For some reason, I never grabbed it when it was in Best Buy, but I need to grab this because I don't have either Ghostbuster movie on 4K, and this would be a good opportunity for me to get it. We also got The Fifth Element coming out on 4K, being repressed, the Steelbook for that, which looks incredible, and Equalizer on 4K, that is being repressed as well. So good on Sony for repressing these Steelbooks, for not making it your only chance to get these Steelbooks back when they're first released, and they've done that more than once. This is like the second or third time they've done it, so hopefully they continue to do it for some of those other ones that have gone out of print. And jumping into the deals, guys, we got a lot of great deals to talk about right now. We have the Barnes & Noble 50% off Arrow video sale that is currently going on right now. Of course, you can price match on Amazon because Amazon's gonna Amazon, guys. If there's a sale, they gotta match it and compete, right? So you can price match a lot of this stuff on Amazon currently, and that also includes pre-orders for some upcoming 4Ks, including Weird Science and Last House on the Left on 4K. You can pre-order both of those for $25 right now on Amazon. So definitely cool stuff there. But yeah, this is lasting all month long. All through August, the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. And again, I will link all these deal titles down below in the description. If you want to check out those links, I would definitely appreciate it. Batman Anthology 4K Collection is $46.99. So if you haven't jumped on the original Batman movies in 4K, definitely do so right now. We got Riddick Blu-ray Collection for $13.99. We got Avatar on 4K for $19.99. We got The Accountant on 4K for $9.99. We got Smile on 4K for $11.99. We got the Super Mario Brothers 4K for $22.24. And see, guys, this is what I'm talking about with Avatar and Super Mario Brothers 4K down almost $10, and these just came out like a month and a half ago. So sometimes you just gotta wait for some of this stuff. Hobbs and Shaw on 4K for $9.99. Babylon on Blu-ray for $13.99. Creed 3 on 4K. That one just came out a couple of months ago too for $19.99. Rob Zombie Firefly Trilogy Blu-ray for $7.99. So if you want all 3 of those movies, very good price for those movies. Unforgiven on 4K for $14.99, and the Halloween 6 through 8 4K collection from Screen Factory is currently, I think, the lowest I've ever seen it at $80.48. So some great stuff on sale right now, guys. Definitely use those links down below in the description. So let's jump into what is new this week. There's not a ton coming out this week, but there's definitely some heavy hitters, starting with Enter the Dragon coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers, getting a 4K edition for $25.99 and a 4K Steelbook for $32.99 as well. A Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook, which just looks awesome. And I believe it's getting a UK Steelbook version as well, and that's probably more than likely sold out by now. But I will be reviewing this one very soon on the channel, so be looking out for that. Swamp Thing 4K coming out from MVD Rewind, Laser Vision Edition. This is #1 in that line. It's coming out for $34.99. Now, I do have a review for this currently up on the channel, so go check it out, because it was supposed to come out like 3 weeks ago and it got pushed to August the 8th. So yeah, $34.99 for the Laser Vision 4K edition. And we also got it on Blu-ray. You're getting an MVD Rewind edition of Swamp Thing on Blu-ray for $26.98 if you want to complete that MVD Rewind line. We also got Fast X coming out from Universal, getting a 4K for $29.96, getting a Blu-ray for $24.96, getting a 4K Walmart edition for $34.96, getting a Best Buy 4K Steelbook for $35.99, getting a Target Blu-ray for $26.99, getting a 10-movie 4K set for $109.96, and getting a 10-movie Blu-ray set for $74.99. So plenty of options for Fast X for sure. And kudos to Universal for keeping that 4K Steelbook in line with all the other ones in the franchise, because not a lot of the studios are doing that right now. So cool that Universal did that. Little Nicky, guys, is coming out on Blu-ray this week. How exciting is that? From Shout Factory for $24.99. We also got Dreams coming out on 4K from Criterion. This is a Kurosawa movie for $34.99. We got 1923 coming out on Blu-ray. This is a television show. The first season of this coming out from Paramount for $24.96. And we got 3 new Kino Lorber releases coming out this week. Outrage for $17.99, Strangers in the House for $17.99, and Scarlet for $19.99 as well. And we got The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster coming out from RLJE for $14.99. And we got 4 new Mondo Macabre releases coming out this week, including The Fear for $22.98, Ravishing Danny and the Girl Can't Stop. This is the 2-movie pack for $20.98, Night of the Executioner for $20.98, and The Broken Mirror for $29.95 as well. We got Ender's Game getting a 4K Steelbook, a Lionsgate Best Buy 4K Steelbook for $21.99. We got Night of the Assassin getting a Wellgo USA for $17.99. We got 97 Minutes getting a Blu-ray from Vertical Entertainment for $11.99. And we got 3 MGM Blu-ray releases, including The Big Knife for $19.98, Crooked Hearts for $17.99, and Go Tell the Spartans for no price that's listed on Blu-ray.com. So with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. There was a lot to cover. I am exhausted right now. So thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching this edition. This is why I do this, guys, every single Monday, because you guys watch it and you need the physical media news. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.